Welcome to Shoot the Shit Sunday with Rob and the Captain, the perfect way to finish off your weekend right here on Rob's Vintage Video on YouTube. And now, here's your hosts, Rob from Rob's Vintage Video and Captain Adam from Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Wang,
Wang.
wang,
Blah, 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 blah.
penetrate me.
Put in my mouth. Beep, beep.
It looks like poo.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
I like the fart sound. You always have time to add a fart sound.
Well,
I like
I had to because like when you sent me the video,
Mhm.
it doesn't, for some reason, it's like not an MP4
Mhm.
and it's only MP4 on StreamYard. So I have to,
Oh.
I convert it and I just put it on my little app editing thing. I convert it. I just add a fart sound. I convert it, download the video, and then I send it over.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it only uses MP4s. I will keep that in mind.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I didn't
I know
know
this-
that. I didn't realize this because one of the last videos you sent me,
Mhm.
I tried to just play it and it just wouldn't download it. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Then I realized, oh, I kind of touched up all the other ones. So when I converted it converts to MP4. So I just went in there, I add a fart sound, convert it, and then put it back on.
That's good. That's multitasking right there. You might as well add a fart sound while you're at it, right?
Oh, yeah, I got to put something on it, like to resave it, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, I guess I could put like a logo or something or whatever. It doesn't have to be a fart sound, but.
No, a fart sound's fine. Trust me, I don't have a problem with that at all.
Oh, boy.
I never will. I'll never have a problem with that.
Anyways, how was your Sunday?
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's nice, relaxing, nice weather.
Mother's Day?
Mother's Day, yeah.
Hey, happy Mother's Day to Captain, Mama Captain for me.
Okay, I will. I certainly will.
Good.
Thank you.
Lay Day is here.
Hey, Lay Day's here. I'm glad they're.
Lay Day.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
We
Do it.
missed you last Friday and the Friday
Yeah.
before that.
Mhm.
But now you're here with us and we are happy. Okay, that's good.
Lay Day. Well, you know what? Rob did it best. I'm not gonna. I can't
You
upstage
have a better
that.
voice than me, so
No, I can't upstage that. You know.
you got some nice pipes on you, so
Well, I appreciate that, but
you got one of those smooth velvet sounding voices that
well, it's just how it goes sometimes. Right here on Shoot the Shit Sunday with Rob and the
That's right.
Captain. Right here
shit goes
on
on.
Rob's Vintage Video. Yeah, well, Lady, I did see that post that said you were going to take a little break from YouTube, which I have no problem with as long as everything's cool with you. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of made it sound like things weren't cool, and we were a little bit concerned.
We were gonna jump on the pirate ship and head down to Jersey and see if you were
Yeah.
all right there. Lay a beating
Yeah.
on somebody if you had to or whatever, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I mean, we could do that for you.
that's how me and Captain roll.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It's okay to take a break from this shit every now and again because it is. That's what it is, and it does get to you.
Yeah, everybody needs a break from something anyway.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, just between just trying to get views from shit and YouTube just burying your stuff because you didn't hit the algorithm right when you first uploaded the video, all that kind of stuff, and it's just weird. This stuff can get weird, so
Oh,
you
shit.
do what you got to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Lady.
Oh, that's okay. See, there you go. There you go. And there's always that. There's always
Yeah.
life. Life comes and completely tackles you out of the fun time
Yeah.
that is YouTube
Sorry
world.
to hear that. Hope everything
Yeah.
is better, gets better, or looks up,
Yeah.
or something positive.
Yeah, we are sorry. We are sorry to hear that, Lady. But it's good to hear from you, though.
Yes, good to see you.
And I know it was. I guess what was it? It wasn't last week. The week before when Lady wasn't present. And I remember that now. I think we might have talked about this before, but I remember she had said that she was going to some big rager, some
Mhm.
big festival. So I was like, yeah,
That's
she's. It's like she was probably on another planet. That's why she couldn't check in. Very understandable. Very good reason not to check into the show.
Yes, life doesn't take a back seat for nobody.
Nobody.
I was
Yeah, that's right.
having fun at the golf music festival. I bet
That's
you were.
right. That's what it was. That's what it was. What was the headlining band's Lady? Or band? What was the major attraction? I wonder.
I see a bunch of her shorts there. I don't
Mhm.
know those bands, but I
Yeah,
love live music, so I would see anybody.
yeah. I'm so out of the loop on that stuff. I wouldn't know. If it was
Yeah,
somebody current, I would have no idea who it is.
yeah, same here. Yeah, I noticed you had your big stein out there on
Mhm.
Gareth's channel last night. Now, you drinking from your stein?
Yeah, you know why? Because I found it.
Oh, okay.
I found it in a cupboard. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I had this thing. I'm going to use it because it's fun. Heavy
I
though. It's
like a
heavy.
I like a good big stein full of beer. It just looks
Yeah,
more appetizing, huh?
it does. You know, of course, it opens up all the air vessels in the liquid, and it makes
The
it taste
aroma,
better. It makes it
the
flow
aroma.
better. Yes, yeah, makes it breathe.
Yes, breathes. That's it.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think I'll just start drinking them like this. You know, it's fun.
I like drinking out of a mug or a stein or whatever you want to call it. But the problem with
Mm-hmm.
that is that I like my beer cold, so
Mm-hmm.
I must drink it quickly.
Oh yeah, you got to drink it real quick. Yeah, yeah.
And then that means, instead of having 20 beer, you have 35.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
Quantity, not quality.
That's it. So it's like I only want to have 20 beer, but because I'm drinking them, I'm downing them because they're draft, and I'm here for this amount of time. That
Mhm.
equals out to too much beer.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with draft. I would say that's one of the only problems with draft is they go down too easy,
That's right.
and you do end up drinking more. And
Yes.
you know,
And you got to drink them a little quicker because they get warm fast.
yeah,
I
yeah,
find anyway.
yeah. You know what? I don't have a major problem with less than ice cold beer. I can drink it when they're like chilly. You know what I mean? Maybe even slightly above room temperature, like or slightly below room temperature. But once they start getting a little tepid and just kind of warm, I'm like, yeah.
The best I can do is drink them out of the refrigerator in a store.
Oh yeah, yeah, mhm, mhm.
Any warmer than that? No, thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
main band. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was nothing. I wasn't going to say anything. I just was going, yeah, yeah.
The main bands were the Birthday Massacre,
Mm-mm. Mm.
Bunker Voga, Vog, Vog,
Vogue,
Vogt,
Vogue, Vogue, Vogue.
Covenant,
Mm.
Aesthetic, okay, Perfection,
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic Perfection, and Orgy.
Mm.
Orgy was
The
an
only
easy one to say.
the only band I recognize on that list is Orgy because they did a copy of a cover of How Does It Feel, that Blue Monday song.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
am I thinking am I being right here or am I being wrong? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Hey, the late '90s are kind of hazy to me.
The Blue Monday song. That's by didn't
You know,
wow.
how
Oh, I can't
does
remember.
it feel to be
Yeah,
here
you're right.
like I do?
You're
Okay,
right.
thank you, Late. Thanks, Late Day. Yeah, that was a Blue Monday, and then Orgy did that. Yeah. I don't know any of those bands. Do you know any of those bands, Rob?
No, I know. I've heard of Orgy.
Yeah, Orgy. I think that's about it. Huh.
Yeah, I haven't heard of the rest,
Well, that's okay. You know, that's okay.
especially the hard pronounced one there.
Yeah, Funker Vol.
Bunker. That it's just the way it is. Like I'm not used to saying that. I've never said that name before, so it's like
Vol. The Vol.
Vog,
Vol.
Vog.
Funkin' Wagnalls.
They performed that. New Order. That's it. New Order.
New
Blue
Order.
Monday.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
That's what I
Yeah,
was trying to think
it
of.
is.
New
Yeah,
Order.
okay. Yeah, it's New Order. The song's called Blue Monday. I thought the band was Blue Monday. I don't know.
It's
I
so
don't know.
weird we're talking about this because
Uh,
the only reason why I know of the New Order and the Blue Monday, and I know that New Order is like a band that's left over from what's that other band? And now I'm drawing blank on that one. Anyways, my buddy was talking about this in the car yesterday,
Wow,
and
that's weird.
he was saying New Order is like just a band without the guitarist or the singer or something.
Huh.
Joy Division, yes, that's it.
Oh yeah, Joy Division. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know Joy Division either. I've never. Maybe I heard their song like in passing, but
Yeah.
couldn't tell you what they are. Sounds like
Yeah.
Vogue. Okay.
Voked.
I never
Yeah,
know, eh?
Voked.
You never ever know.
Letters are weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big Tony's
Hey.
here. He's watching Angels in the Outfield.
It's a movie I got to revisit, man. I haven't seen that. I think I saw that once when it first came out on tape when my family rented it, and I don't remember a thing about it. But I think I would like to revisit it because it's baseball baseball time of year. I've been trying to watch more baseball movies. I've already watched all my crucial ones like The Sandlot, Field of Dreams, Major League 1 and 2. You know, so
What about your favorite, your absolute favorite, Major League 3?
Did I tell you I did try to watch that? I do have it on VHS.
Yeah, so do I.
I did. I couldn't even finish it, dude. Did I tell you
Yeah, I
that?
know it's not the greatest.
It's just like I couldn't do it. And I just,
Yeah.
you know,
I laughed at myself the other day in the booth because some dude came in. He bought I had the Major League 1 and 2.
yeah.
And he bought both of them. And I'm like, you want the third one? And he's like, he looked at me. He kind of looked at me like he was mad. He says, third one's crap. I said, yeah, I know. I was
I
joking.
know, but do you want it? That's the question. He didn't ask your opinion on it there, Cisco and Ebert.
But he was like, he looked at me like I was strange or something. And I'm like, well, I got all three of them at home. Sometimes you want the whole set. You know what I mean? They're not all bangers.
Yeah, that's how I am. I like to complete the set. You know.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. And actually, the third, he should have taken it because the third one's a little hard to find.
Yes.
Believe it or not, it really is.
Yeah, I've come across it like maybe twice, maybe three times, which is more than some other tapes that I could say is rare. But yeah, you don't see it all the time.
Yeah, I had to go online to get it because I never come across it in the wild, like ever. Like I've come across 1 and 2 a bazillion times.
Yeah.
That's where I got 1 and 2 from, thrift stores. But the third one, no way. I have never found it.
I got lucky enough. I found it, and then I had not found it for a long time. Then I found it, and then once I had it already, I came across it like another time or two or something like that.
That figures.
Yeah.
Oh, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah,
as they say.
Yeah. So Big Tony says that he is where is he? He cannot believe that Jessa Flux talked to him.
Well, why not? Why not, Big Tone? Of course she talked to you. Hey, man, game recognizes game. All right, homie?
That's right. That's right. She was actually very friendly and talking to everybody, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a good video. That was a good interview Gareth had.
Yeah, Gareth. He's getting quite the rep with his cool interviews, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm still impressed. I'm still impressed. We saw Brian Thompson's Kitchen because of Gareth. Think about it. If it wasn't for Gareth, we would never see Brian Thompson's Kitchen.
That is correct.
Yeah. Hey, Nan.
Yeah. Hey, Nan. I didn't think of it that way until you just said it that way. I'm gonna have to.
It's weird. It's like every movie I've seen Brian Thompson in, like he's either like a psychopath, some kind of like crude warrior, like a killer, and here all of a sudden I'm watching him in his kitchen, which is very well decorated, by the way. Nice clear cabinet, doors so you can see what's in it. So I was like, wow, this is interesting. This is the side of Brian Thompson I never thought I'd see.
Yeah, and he was super cool too, man. Like I keep saying this because I don't know, it's studied with the most thing, but he was like joking, and then he was bugging Gareth a little bit, throwing little jokes and little shots and stuff, and I was like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, he was having fun. That was good. Clearly, he doesn't act like his shit doesn't stink like a lot of actors do.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem like a good dude.
Yeah, be cool to hang out with him.
Yeah, Big Tony's up to 2012 still.
Getting there. You're getting there. Yeah.
So, I have.
God bless you. Was that a sneeze?
Was at first a cough.
No. Oh, here it is. Oh my God, he's falling apart, folks.
I guess I'd probably wait till it was your buddy Adam, wasn't it? Adam Wright asking. Was it him that was asking me about the Bigfoot tapes?
Yes, we were talking about UFO stuff. He was asking if you had any like UFO docs, and it came around to like, are there any Sasquatch docs? Squatchumentaries, and I think that's how it came. But yeah, he's a huge collector of UFO stuff.
That's how we got to the. Is that how we got to the Squatch crotch?
Yes, that's exactly how that happened. That is the virgins of that conversation piece. Yes.
It's funny because, like as you know, I went to a horror convention in London.
Oh yeah, Ontario. Hey, let me hold on. Let me. Can I start this whole thing over? I totally forgot about that, and I apologize. How did that go? That sounded like a pretty good time.
It was not bad at all. It was a little small, and it was the venue they had it in was kind of cramped. So, and there was a lot of people, so it was pretty packed. But yeah, it was. I got a bunch of tapes, and The lady who played Frankenhooker was there.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
Walked by
Uh,
me a few times, and I saw there was a couple like other like, oh, what's her name? The girl from Friday the 13th, 5, and 6.
What, the psychic or the telekinetic?
Is that her? Okay, is her name like Kelly something or
I think so. Yeah.
Kelly Weiss or something or
I don't know. Or is that or did she just pass away recently?
I
What
can't
I'm thinking
remember.
of.
So, anyways, there was a girl from Friday the 13th, 5, and 6 there, but I didn't recognize them. But I mean, my names for me is like I gotta see their face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There
Forget
was
it.
like they had like a theater there where they were screening some new release horror movies and stuff, and
Mhm.
it was pretty cool.
Cool, man. That's
There wasn't
cool.
there wasn't like as much cosplay or things like that going on as I thought there would be, but there was there was a lot of attractions. We got a lot of posters, a lot of merch and sweaters and T-shirts, and of course Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff, and VHS.
There were VHS there. Well, yeah. Did you find any cool stuff for
Well,
full
that's what
prices?
That's what brought me to your buddy Adam Wright, is because I
Oh,
I'm
okay.
standing there looking at tapes, and I was thinking of him.
Mhm.
I was looking for any kind of like, not found footage, but any kind of documentary thing, kind of with aliens or any kind of like mythical things,
Mhm.
And I don't know. You want me to show it to you now, or should I keep it for maybe a tape talk when he shows up?
Well, you know what? You can always show it again. I mean, that's the thing.
So I'm thinking to myself, wow, what could I find? What could I find? Like I hope there's something here. And then I see this, and I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you. And I was like, oh, well, that's probably exactly what I was looking for.
Look at that.
Bigfoot.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm
but is
pretty
that
sure the unforgettable encounter, and that's Zachary, whatever, the kid from Tool Time, from Home
Oh
Improvement.
yeah, the older kid, the
Yeah.
eldest kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that shit, dude. I bet you that movie's awful. It's like a little cheap version of Harry and the Hendersons.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
called The Unforgettable Encounter.
Yeah, well, I think what Adam had in mind were documentaries, not necessarily family films.
I know, but he
about
asked me if I had any Sasquatch
Oh
stuff,
yes. Okay, well now you do. Yeah.
and
now
I
you
didn't
do.
have nothing, and now I have
Yeah.
a Bigfoot. I mean, the closest I had was Harry and Henderson. So
Yeah, the same here. That's it. I mean, I know there's Night of the Demon, which is a classic like Bigfoot horror film, but that's yeah, it's a VHS and it's horror, so that tells you everything you need to know about its availability. Like you're not going to find it very easily. So no, of course I don't have that one. But yeah, that's good. That's a good find though, dude. I've never even seen that before in my life.
it was super cheap too, so that was awesome. Like
Yeah.
I was hoping to find a high end tape. Like I was hoping to find Monster Squad or Street Trash, or I don't know,
Yeah.
something up there. Like Shopping Mall or Killer Clowns.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't have any of those things except for they had Killer Clowns, but it was the Movie Times one, wasn't the media one.
Okay.
It was sealed. I don't know if it was factory sealed because I didn't pick it up and look, but it was still sealed, she said, and she wanted $200 for it. And I was like, no.
That's silly. That's silly. That's way too much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, nah. I mean, for something like that, if I'm slinging it for that kind of price, I would definitely just sell it online. I wouldn't even bother taking it to like a live show because I don't think anybody brings that kind of scratch with them to a live show. I mean, that's all the expos I've done. My findings are people like, of course, low price stuff. I used to sell some pretty high end stuff, but then I realized after a couple of the expos where I took them back home with me, I'm like, they're not going to sell here because that's just not the venue for them. Yeah, I think live shows, that's where you sell like cheaper stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I was hoping that somebody would have a couple of high end stuff just to make a contrast. You know what I mean? And like there was one person that had everybody else had good tapes, but regular tapes, decent tapes.
Mm-hmm.
One person had the high end tapes. She had Killer Clowns. She had the Video Dead, but I already have it. Yeah. She had Night of the Demons.
Mm-hmm.
She had Popcorn.
No, it's good one. It's good one.
Yeah, but when she told me $200 for the Killer Clowns, I didn't even bother asking how much the other two were, and I'm not really looking for. I mean, I'll take Night of the Creeps and Popcorn, but I'm not really looking to pick it up right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can kind of guess how the other prices were going to be. You know what I mean?
So I decided at that point to use whatever money I was going to buy like a high end tape with. I'm just going to buy a bunch of good ones, smaller good ones.
Yeah,
So
that's a good strategy.
I basically I picked up like just a handful. I don't know if about what did I get? Say 8 tapes, 7, 8 tapes. I don't know. I got Bigfoot. I got Explorers, the Explorers.
Yeah, it's a good tape, man. I have that too. Where is
I
it?
got the Repo Man.
Oh, you got Repo Man?
Yeah, with Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good tape.
I got that one. I got a Elvira. I think it's some kind of I can't remember which one it is, but I got an Elvira. I got a Tremors because I had Tremors in a cut box on the rack here, so there was a slipcase and it was cheap, so I took that and I switched it up with my cut box to sell.
Oh,
I got the Fly, the one with Goldblum.
Oh wow, yeah, the horrifying one.
And then I got a media, the Hidden. Is it called the Hidden? Something the Hidden. I think it's the Hidden. There was a nice media horror tape.
Well,
where is it? Yeah, it's the Hidden. And it says it's from the makers of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hmm.
And it's got like Kyle MacLachlan in it.
Never heard of it.
I'll show it to you.
Never heard of it.
It was a media release. I was like, this is pretty cool. I picked it up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Media. Cops are like glowing in the dark or something in the back here.
Yeah, what's going on there? I wonder what's happening. You got to watch that sometime. Crank that bad boy up.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a handful of good tapes.
Sounds like pretty good. I should say it's pretty ironic that you have a film called The Hidden and you weren't able to find it right away. That's pretty funny.
Well, actually, I knew where it was. I just had to find out which drawer it was in.
Oh, okay. It was still hidden though.
Yeah, it was still hidden. It was put away. That's for
sure. Yeah, put away.
That's Layday's least favorite Friday the 13th. Yeah, I don't like 5. I don't mind 4. I don't like 5 because it's not Jason, and I like 6.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those sagas where it's sort of like you really realize like the longer a film saga goes on, like the more chance of them getting really awful. You know what I mean? Like after part 3, you're kind of like, I don't know about this anymore. I mean, part 4 is okay, but once part 5 hits,
part 5 was rough.
Yeah, it's like you gotta change it up here if you want to keep my interest. But
well, they did because I like 6 and 7. So
yeah, they did. They were just switching it up. You can't blame them really.
Yeah.
Not everything works. Not everything works.
What's happening, Nan?
Yeah, what's going on, Nan?
It's not really the question I have for you guys, but I fell into my door and I hurt my elbow. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Like bad?
Put some ice on that.
Elbow?
I've actually done that myself many times.
That's like funny bone land when you do that kind of injury.
I actually did that not too long ago at work, and I think I tripped on something and hit my elbow on the door.
But that hurt like a mug.
Yeah, like a mofo. There's a movie I wanted to know about, and I have asked everyone about the movie, and nobody knows it. And I thought maybe Rob or Captain Adam would know because they know so much about movies. Captain does anyway.
Well, I don't know. There's always stuff I don't know. It's very, very expansive territory. But yeah, let us have it. See what we got. Maybe we can help you.
Let's hear you. I don't like part 7.
Yeah. Which actually likes part 5.
No. The girl at the convention was from 5 and 6. I was told she's in 5 and 6.
5 and 6. I want to think it's the girl that had like this like the telekinetic powers that.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. Oh, he's cheating, folks. He's cheating.
Friday the 13th, part 5.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
Well, there's a lot of Friday the 13th, so who knows? It could be any of them.
Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure her name was. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I can't
Hey,
remember
you
her
brought
name.
up.
They had some chick from Friday the 13th was there, and there was a
Okay.
couple people there.
It's okay, man. Oh no. Oh no, there's chaos happening over here.
There's
Okay,
a
we're good.
yeah.
The explorers you have. Oh, that's.
Hold on, wait. Let me just put this down here for a second so I can see what you're doing. There we go.
Oh well, I was gonna before we get too far away from what the explorers you have. Is it the first one, like the first Paramount distribution? Or which one
Yeah,
do you
it
have?
looks like that.
Yeah, 'cause the back look like that. This is the
Yeah.
first Paramount. I don't know how many they had.
Let me see here.
So yeah, this is a 86 distro. Yeah, 86 distribution. So
This one
I
here, I
don't.
think it's the exact same one. I think. I'm gonna just move me over here, and then I'll go like this.
Bye bye. Yeah. What's your back look like? Yeah, it looks like it looks like the same. What's the very? I know it's gonna be hard to see on the camera, but what's the very bottom text look like? Like on the bottom.
See here. If I
Oh
can
yeah, this is. Oh yeah, you got yep, same one. Does the tape have the vertical Paramount tag?
Let's find out. What's cool about the convention too is that a lot of them had the plastic. They
Oh, that's
put
cool.
plastic cases on the tape for you.
Yep, we have the same one, Rob. Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, you know what? I think it might be the only one that there is. I don't think they re-released this. I really don't know because I know when I was looking that tape up about a year or two ago, all I came across was this distribution. So I was like, I don't know. I think they might only had one distribution.
I've
Yeah.
never seen another one, so you could be
Yeah.
very right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get to Nan's question. She's probably waiting suspensefully for us. There's this movie.
I'm trying to find the name of it's under another name, and I know that's not the name of it because those are a really famous name of a movie, but I thought because y'all have seen so many movies, I would know this. I'm going to give you a synopsis of the movie. Oh, she doesn't know the title. Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Yeah, lay it on us. Lay it on us, Nan.
Tell us the
We'll try our
story.
best. Yeah, we'll try our best.
Hit us up with the synopsis.
Mm-hmm. How many people we got watching, Rob? Where's Larry? Where's Professor? Where's our normal
We
crew?
did have a good we were close to 10, and now we're at 4.
Larry's not here.
No, people. It's Mother's Day, eh? So
Oh, I forgot he's a mom.
no, but he probably has one.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Seen so many movies, I would know what it is. So I'm going to give you yes. Give us a synopsis. Let's go. Lay it on us. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
Now it says 3 people. Someone checked out on us.
Oh God, they're tired of our shit.
Yeah, but besides besides a couple of tapes I picked up, they didn't really have any kind of like food option.
Mm.
I was hungry I was starving, and I got they had like chips and a drink. That's the only thing they were selling. Coffees
Yeah.
and shit. I don't drink coffee, so
I mean, was there any like restaurant close by?
yeah, there was a couple on. It was like along a highway kind of thing, right? So I think there was a Wendy's not too far away or something. Thank you, lady. I appreciate that.
Thank you, lady.
Okay. There's this mysterious woman that comes to a nunnery to become a nun. She is actually a witch / demon. She ends up at the place when someone falls to their death and dies of all of people.
Boy, this is not ringing a bell for me so far.
The ministry, the one that dies, is the purest of all the nuns. The rest of them are evil, and it keeps moving on me. And she's supposed to have killed herself, but some people think that she didn't try to kill herself, and it's
murder
revealed what actually happened at the end. But shows up, and hell breaks loose, and she opens up the gates of hell.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what that is. I don't know if it was okay. What I'm thinking of, it was a priest that did it. Like this priest commits suicide it ends up opening the gates to hell, and a bunch of zombies come out. What the hell is that? Now I don't even know that. What is that called?
Hey, Michael Myers is here, and he says, sounds like the opening of Psycho 3, but she's not a demon.
Yeah. Hello, Michael Myers. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I don't know. Man, I got to tell you, I don't know. This is kind of stumping me. I couldn't. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be much help. Rob, what do you got? Anything?
No, it doesn't ring a bell to me at all.
No, I can't, because I know it was.
Oh, it's very bad. She got cuts, scrapes, bruises, and skin coming off and bleeding from falling on her arm.
Do you need to go to the hospital, Nan? Should
Take
you go
care
to the hospital?
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
City of the Living Dead is the priest one.
Yeah, City of the Living Dead. Thank you very much. I actually had that on VHS, but guess what? I
You
sold it. Yep.
Hot damn, I knew it.
Yeah.
I think I showed them already. I think I have like a Children of the Dead, I have a Living Dead, and I have like Dawn of the Dead or something.
It's a pretty popular motif, man. You know, pretty popular motif for a movie title.
People like Of the Dead, you know, anything of the Dead.
Yeah.
Nachos of the Dead.
Yeah. Ooh. I like nachos, but I don't know if I like them that much.
Guacamole of the Dead.
Yeah, guac of the dead.
Guac of the Dead.
Guac.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. You should make that movie.
Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons. I got Night of the Demons too. That's why I don't remember that. I watched 2 a bunch of times.
Night of the Demons.
I don't remember the first one, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's, unless it's the backstory of the haunted place they go party at. Because, essentially, Night of the Demons is about a Halloween party that goes very wrong. Because they go to a place that's haunted, and they all get like possessed. This one girl gets possessed by like a demon, and then she possesses everybody else, and it's all kinds of fun.
Okay, and Night of the Demons 2 is when they're like students or no, I don't remember. Whatever. Yeah. Nacho with zombie meat is the best nachos ever. Okay.
Ew, Echo. Hi, Echo. By the way, hello, Echo.
Echo.
Ew, eating zombie meat.
Search for demonic nun films on IMDb, and about 50 came up. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Oh, the party's just getting started, eh?
Yeah. There we go. Apparently, it is.
Yeah, and they're like students or something in Night of the Demons 2 or whatever, and
you know what? I've never seen the second one. I haven't seen the second one yet, believe it or not.
Or is that just like, it's Night of the Demons, isn't it? Or is it? I got it right here somewhere. One of these rentals. Here. Yeah, Night of the Demons 2, right here. Yeah, this one's funny, man, and because you see she's got a demon inside of her or something, and it comes out through her boobs or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of boob play in those films. I know, like the first one with Linnea Quigley, like her character, when she gets possessed, she's like putting on lipstick, and then like she just like sticks the stick of lipstick like right into her boob, like it's some kind of like purse. Like it's really weird, dude. Like no explanation given. You got to watch it, you know.
Michael Myers says Night of the Demons 3 is pretty good, and they called it Demon House here in the UK. Oh,
I did not know that. Yeah, I did not know that. Demon House.
Me neither. I've got the early 80s one called Killer Nun, but don't think it's that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of nun movies, like besides The Nun. And
The Nun, yeah. That's an obvious one, isn't it? That's kind of obvious.
Nuns on the Run.
Yeah, Nuns on the Run, sure. Yeah. The Flying Nun.
The Flying Nun.
Yeah.
None of Your Business.
Is that a real movie?
Oh, I just figured there'd be one.
Okay. Well, there is now. we gotta make None of Your Business, dude.
There's a Neath Brooklyn Bridge. Apostrophe Neath. Because people can't say beneath, they just say Neath.
Neath. That's a very old English thing to say. Oh, hearken round me to Neath the
the director's cut.
Excellent comment, Michael Myers. Yes, it could be. It could be the director's cut of Sister Act. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's Sister
funny.
Act.
Yeah. Back in the Habit. It was Sister Act 2. Great tagline.
It's Back in the Habit.
Yeah, that was Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Yeah.
Back in the Habit of what? Being a nun?
Well, that's the thing that they wear. It's called a habit.
Oh, that's right.
So
Okay.
it's like a double.
Yeah,
That's what
double
makes it so
entendre.
clever. It's yeah.
Oh boy, back in the. I didn't know that was called a habit.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Yep. It's
I
called a
learned
habit.
something every new from the captain.
Yeah.
Zachos. Yeah, that's right.
Zachos. Zachos. Mm.
Yeah. So
You could probably
oh,
make like Zachos for your Halloween party. Not of actual zombie meat. I wouldn't recommend that anyway because that's how you get
no.
infected. But
Yeah,
you can make like some kind of some kind of spicy, something called Zachos.
I think it would be. I think it'd be a little bit more like realistic that during a zombie apocalypse, if you were going to serve nachos with meat on it, would be like uninfected meat because you wouldn't want to eat infected meat, right?
No, you don't. That's why I think zombie nachos are a bad idea.
Yeah, just
But
regular.
That goes
people
on his own thing, man. That goes on his own vibe, as we've known in the show.
Chorizo is good.
He's probably eating those Walmart mushrooms again, and he's tripping his face off right now. Right, Rob?
Oh yeah. Hey, Larry's here.
Hey, there he is. There he is.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day and Nun Day because we're trying to figure out this movie Nan was talking about.
Yeah.
And we're coming up with all kinds of nun movies.
It was The Nuns on the Run. This have to be that one. That's the only one I can think of. Everybody's saying hello.
I have Nuns on the Run on VHS. I came across it one time at like a thrift store, and that's the only tape I found. It was like a couple years ago. Like it didn't have any tapes that I wanted, and I was like, "Oh, they had Nuns on the Run." I was like, "You know what? I'll get it." So I had Nuns on the Run on VHS.
I do not have Nuns on the Run. I have never come across it. I haven't seen it. To be honest with you, I mean I've seen the movie, but I mean as a tape for sale, I don't think.
Well, yeah, same here. That's why I kind of had to get it. I was like, "Yeah, this seems like it's a kind of a rarity out in the wild." I was like, and plus it was the only tape worth a damn they had. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll get Nuns on the Run."
Nude nuns with big guns is a real movie.
I totally believe you. I absolutely 100% believe you on that.
Well, yeah, that's an epic title, so.
Yeah.
Trust me, Night of the Demons is not the movie that it is. This has nothing to do with the Halloween Party, the movie I got. I got it at Walmart, and it cost me $1. Oh, okay. It's none your business. Yeah, none your business.
Yeah, a big bunch of nunya.
None your business.
Yeah.
Now, when I got this movie, I was 16 years old. Okay.
I don't know what it would be. I can't. It could be anything, and it could be. I mean, it could be a lot. I would recommend, and I hate to send people to Google, but there is the land of the internet to check it out.
That's right.
If you type in that synopsis, it probably will get the answer you're looking for. Because I can't think of anything, man. I can't think of it.
No, neither. Haven't seen Nuns on the Run in like 30 years, but don't recall any demonic element.
No, that's not it. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, see, Larry'd watch those nude nuns with big guns. Heck yeah, you would, Larry.
Yeah, of course he would.
You know who else would watch that?
Probessor.
Yes.
You sicko.
Professor would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Professor's he's probably already seen it.
Of course he has.
It's like, I know that movie.
He's probably making the video about it right now. He's doing his review video right now. That's why he's not here.
He's probably doing some Mother's Day stuff with his little gremlins or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is a mother.
Well, no, I mean, like he says, when it's Mother's Day and you're a father, it's like when you have little kids, and it's up to you to help the little kids get something for their mother, right? So,
right. Yeah, it's usually stupid.
Yeah, because
I know when I was a kid, every gift I bought for my mom was really dumb.
You want to hear something? Speaking of dumb, one Mother's Day, I think it was Mother's Day or something. And it was we had got my brother and I had gotten my mother something. We were really young anyway. We had gotten her something else already. I think she already had her card that we'd made her or whatever. But
Oh,
while we were out, somebody had put some stuff out. I think like in towards the back alleyway, and it was like there was like I don't know some. I guess they were throwing some junk away, but there were some new things in it. There were some items that had like price tags on them, and they were like household stuff and that. And I remember we found, like a dish rack to go beside your sink with the little
Yeah.
with that little tray that goes underneath it.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it was brand new. It still had the sticker on it and everything, and we found it brand new. And you brought it home to my mother and gave it to her for Mother's Day.
Wow. What a hobo gift you gave her.
Yes.
We found it in the trash, Ma. Yeah. Ben Grimm. That might be the Covenant. That might be the case. That's a very good point. I forgot about that film. I've never seen it, but
The
the demonic nun movie from 2000. Yeah, the Covenant. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, Nan.
Coolio plays a cop in it. Oh shit!
Oh man.
The Coven
Wow.
is not the movie. But
Covenant's not the okay. Well,
it's
damn. I was
Coven.
hoping it. Nan, I really was hoping it was. I was hoping we solved the mystery for you, but I guess
We'll
we
get
didn't.
there one day. We'll get it. We'll get around to solving it one day. Don't you worry about
I
that.
don't know, man.
It's not a movie from the 2000s. She says. It's,
Yeah, because she said it was. She got it when she
in
was
the
like
80s or 70s. Could have even been 60s.
What if it was a British film? Was it The Devil Rides Out?
Hmm.
I don't know. That's a tough one, Nan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, same here, man.
Mm.
But when I got a spare minute, just out of my own curiosity, because it'll bug me, I will probably take a look and see what I can find.
Yeah, we're not done with this yet, Nan. We're not putting this to bed yet, so this case isn't closed.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was in color, and just so you know, the movie's not a very good movie. It was not filmed well.
Nan, we can probably we sort of already guessed that, and we're okay with it. We understand. Believe me, we understand.
No, some 80s horror movies are not exactly the best movies and are not exactly filmed the best sometimes.
But the ones in the 70s, ones from the 70s, dude, that's a whole new level of like, wow, this isn't
Yeah.
very good at all.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially 70s is weird, man.
Yeah. 70s, not a lot of.
They got a lot of weird stuff going on, especially the way they did movies too.
Yes, they did. Did you ever see Psychomania? It's a pretty common VHS. Usually comes in a lot of like horror lots of tapes. Like that's how I got mine, and I always see it all the time. And it's just called Psychomania. It's about like this weird biker gang that just they're psychos, and it's from early 70s, I think. Sometime in the 70s.
Right.
But the film is cut like really strangely. So like when you put the tape in, it just starts immediately. Like there's no credits. Like, it just starts like, oh, okay, we're doing this. Okay, we're doing this. Like, and that's pretty much how the whole film goes. Where it's just like, yeah, this is a really weird movie.
Yeah, I just find they like even the 60s too. It's just the way that the story unfolds. The way they tell the story it's not they don't write this. It's not written or edited the same way like we do movies like starting like up towards the 80s and that.
Yeah, it was a different time. That's why I always say, like, when people try to get into like the Hammer horror stuff, I said, look, there's a lot of stuff you got to know about that. You got to go into it in the right frame of mind, or you're not going to enjoy it, because on their face, they are really boring. I should say that. I know it's sacrilege to say, but accurately, they are pretty boring, because if you're comparing them to like a modern 80s to now like slasher fare kind of monster movie, you're going to be very disappointed, because that's not how they made movies back then. The pacing was very plotting, very calculated, and very slow. And it's like they were building tension, or at least they were attempting to, and that's kind of what, in my opinion, what makes them scary, is because you never really know when that scare is going to come. Like, it's like you're kind of setting up to be scared. You never know when it's going to happen, because it's so slow. And of course, there's not a lot of gore. And it's like, it's all in your mind. Like, it's all psychological. They're teasing you into becoming scared, to making you wait for the scare to happen. So yeah, that's what I always say. If you're trying to get into Hammer horror, beware, because it is weird, because that's the method of filmmaking back then, the 60s and 70s. Very, very slow and methodical plotting way to make films. And yeah.
And that's why, like, usually you either like it or you don't,
Yeah. And there's a lot of movies that I just cannot stand because of that are made in like the 70s or late 60s, just because it's like, they did that method, but like the story wasn't enough to keep me interested to keep watching. Like you're not giving me much to work with here, because sometimes, I mean, it's a good way to make a film, only if it's done well. If you don't do it well, it's like you're just making me bored.
Yeah,
And a lot of those '70s films do that. Yeah.
yeah. If they're lacking in the story or whatever, if if they got the good visuals or whatever that keeps you something else that keeps you in there, you know. But if it's like not done well and you're like, I can't do this, I'm checking out.
It's just really, yeah, it's too much.
There's a Christopher Lee one called "To the Devil,
Yeah.
a Daughter," about nuns and the occult, mid-70s.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a Hammer film, one of the last Hammer films, I believe. Yet to the Devil, a Daughter. That's a good point, Michael Myers. That could be it.
Alucarda. That movie sounds like it has a lot going on, man. Yeah, it does.
Pretty loaded film. Pretty loaded film.
Yeah, she says there's a lot going on for one movie. Had a lot of sex too.
Yeah.
And gore.
A lot of sweaty and sticky scenes.
Gory sex.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, like Faces of Death or something. Oh, we were just at 6. Now it dropped to 3.
Man, people hate us, Rob. They hate us.
Coming in and out, man.
Yeah. Always in and out, in and out, in and out. Up, down, squirt.
Yeah, out the back door.
Ooh.
In the back door. Out the front door.
Oh.
She loves those films. How's everyone's weekend?
Well,
How's your weekend, Cap?
mine's good. Mine's pretty good, man. Mine's pretty good. Definitely the flies have awoken on upper deck of the pirate ship, because it's that time of year where just a lot of flies, and because we had a kind of a wet winter and it's a lot of flies. I hate flies, man.
Well, and like they would say in Eastern Canada, that's a pile of flies, my boy.
Yeah.
That's just like, pile of flies.
Like, what are you here for? There's nothing here. Like, why are you buzzing around? There's nothing here. Like, what's going on? You know, there's no rotting carcass that I know of, at least. I don't know why you're here. You know what I mean?
Faces of Death was gory, but not too sexy. But yeah, the one I watched, I don't know if it was the first one. I can't remember which one it was, but the one I watched was like a hidden camera, and they were cutting open cadavers and rubbing blood on each other and having sex. So I saw a naked woman and some titties with blood all over. They were biting on intestines and stuff and getting down. So yeah, it was gory and sexy.
That's awful. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Death and sex, count me in.
Jeez, Larry.
That was a great time. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember which Faces of Death it was, but I remember I was like, oh, this is not. There was all kinds of stupid shit. It was just like, oh,
I absolutely hate Faces of Death. I hate those films so much. Yeah. I'm not into
it. I saw a bunch of them, but the one I remember in particular, I was like super crappy, man. Like they were showing them like skinning rabbits and all kinds of stupid shit. I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
I smell sex and candy.
Yeah. Yeah, that song. God, that song. For some reason, like when that song first came out, even the current day, like the local radio stations, that market, they had that song in their rotation, like locked. Like you heard that song. I've heard that song at least twice a day.
Oh, yeah.
Since it came out. Like it's like what is with that song? I don't get it.
If you're listening to the radio during the day, like at work or in your car or something, you're going to hear that song at least one time.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it was sort of like this sort of mundane. I get like what late '90s. When did that song come out? Late '90s, early 2000s. It was just some mundane indie alternative rock song that just had a catchy hook, and it's like terribly in a radio rotations to this day. I have no idea why. Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, the devil cult scene from the first one. Okay, it was the first one. Yeah, I remember it was nasty and sexy.
Oh, Faces of Sex. That's a different movie.
At the same time, sounds smelly. Yes, it does sound smelly.
This is gross. You guys are going to make me puke.
Marcy Playground. That's it. CD in the wild.
I thought so. I thought it was.
Someone was throwing it out. Someone said, "I had enough of this sex and candy. Get rid of this shit."
Yeah, I bet you the rest of the songs on that album were great. That's the same thing with a lot of bands that fall prey to like radio hit syndrome, to where it's like they have a radio hit that's really really pushed, and like it's a song that you don't like very much. Like I'm not gonna give that band a chance, but like say you're at a party sometime and somebody does like crank up a Marcy Playground CD and plays all like the B sides, you're like, that's actually pretty good. That's that happens to me with a lot of bands.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We talked about that before. Like Thin Lizzy, like I've only ever known Thin Lizzy through The Boys Are Back in Town, and I really don't like that song very much. I mean, it's just not for me. But I had a roommate a long time ago who was like, "Yeah, you got to get into Thin Lizzy, dude. If you like rock and roll, this is a whole new level." And I did, and I changed my life forever. I love Thin Lizzy now. Like all the B sides, dude, stuff you don't hear on the radio is like this stuff is terrific.
Well, something I'm gonna have to take a look at it because I didn't like them either. But...
Yeah, check out their album Thunder and Lightning. That's like, it's almost heavy metal. Like it's like this close to being heavy metal. Oh, in fact, that's like Metallica. That's one of their influences is Thin Lizzy, that album. So, yeah.
Mid-90s for sure, she says.
Yeah, I think it was mid-90s. Yeah, late 90s, 98 maybe.
Apparently, 2 students successfully sued their school because a teacher showed faces of death in class and they were traumatized. Holy smoke.
I want to think that teacher was like those 2 kids, like Chainsaw and what was his name from Summer School? Remember those?
Yeah. Chainsaw. I can't remember the other dude's name. But...
Yeah, what the hell was his name? I just watched it last week too. Why the hell I don't remember his name?
I've seen it like 1,000 times and I can't remember the guy's name.
I know Chainsaw's real name is Francis and he hates it.
Yeah, don't call me that. Yeah, they keep playing a great song. Nothing wrong with that. No, nothing wrong with that. It's a good song.
I never said anything was wrong with it. I just said that it's weird that it still has the same radio time it had when it first came out, which is weird.
The video had Pam Anderson as well.
Oh. Ooh.
Disco Lemonade. I don't know what Disco Lemonade is.
Yeah. I think that's a euphemism, like she said.
Yes, I think it probably is.
I think it is too, yeah. Or it could be some psychotropic
well, they're remaking Faces of Death? Oh, geez.
Oh, great.
Are you going to make it like politically correct?
I don't know if you can do that. I don't think you can do that.
Oh, no, that song is not horrible, man. The video, you talking about from Lit? Man, I love that song. You make me come, yeah. You make me complete. You make me completely miserable.
Very clever. It's very clever. Yes, but that I don't
like the video too.
Music, but it is really very very clever.
That's the one, Mayday. I don't know that maybe that's the one he's talking about. The only one I didn't know that, or she might be in another video, but the one I think of is that song. So I think they already remade it, but just a horror film and nothing like the 70s one. Oh,
yeah.
Like a new remake coming soon that it has that Billy dude from Stranger Things in it. Oh, really?
Oh, Lily? Oh, really, Billy?
Mm-hmm.
Charlie X. Quite interesting. Yes.
Brat Girls Faces of Death. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like how are you going to politically correct Faces of Death? Like
you can't
with everything.
Yeah.
Have like I don't know. I don't want to cross any lines here, so I'm gonna let go of that one.
Yeah, just be careful. Be careful. That's all I can say.
Don't want to offend anybody.
The screen just goes blank all of a sudden.
You're knocking at the door.
Yeah.
We are the men in YouTube.
That's right.
Open your door. Try to kick in the door of my video store and I have to stick my cat on them.
Yep. Yeah. Try to kick in the door to my video store.
Yeah. Pick up my cat off the floor. And I pull on my cat's tail and his nails come up and then I throw the cat at him.
Yep. That's all she wrote.
That's it. From there and it's done.
Pussy attack.
That's right. What did you say? You want some pussy? There you go.
We're talking about cats, folks. YouTube, we're talking about cats. Okay, don't cancel us.
Kitties.
Yeah. Talking about. Kitty cats.
So what do you got going on later on this evening?
I just get a little social function. That's really all I can really describe it as. Not really much to it, but
That's all it's got to be.
Yeah, nothing very interesting. That's basically what it is, a social function.
I think I'm going to probably burn up a few burgers on a Barbie, maybe something like that. I don't know. Sounds like a Presidents of the United States song.
Yes, yeah.
Millions of people.
Yeah, millions of pages.
Free.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know on that album, Presidents of the United States of America, they had a song called was it Kitty? Because they're talking about a cat. It's talking about a cat. The kitty ate my food and I want to touch it. Kitty ate my food and I want to touch it. I think it was pretty fun.
I remember that song.
Fuck you, kitty. You're gonna spend the night outside.
Yeah, are they the ones that did? Go ahead. Sorry, I'm thinking of something.
No, because the cat in the song, like the song, the cat scratches them as they're playing, and he gets mad at the cat, and he's like, he sends him outside for the night. It's a really cute song, you know.
Did they sing that other one there? The is it Lump?
Yes. Well,
they sing that song too, right?
Yep.
She's Lump. She's Lump.
Yeah, that was their two. Peaches and Lump were their two big hits.
Okay.
And they sort of just went away.
Kick in the door to my video store.
Yep. Hey, Ben Grimm knows what's up.
Lump about finding a dead body, eh?
Oh. Yeah, I think it is.
I ever hear that song, I always sing, she's plump, she's plump.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know, it's talking about Lump sat alone in a boggy marsh.
Yeah.
And
that's true, eh? Something except for her heart.
Yeah, something about mud going through her pajamas. I was like, it's kind of interesting there, isn't it?
Piranhas.
Yeah. The passing piranhas. So isn't it funny? They're earworms, dude. They're earworms. It gets in there, and that's all she wrote, man.
She's plump. She absorbs water.
Yeah. And nachos.
Zachos.
I'm sorry, Zachos.
The Zachos.
Yeah. Extra zangy.
Pretty good, man. You do like regular nachos, but then you use green, like some colored nachos, like green chips or something.
Mm-hmm.
And with the red salsa and everything on it, we call them Zachos, zombie nachos.
Yeah, you could do like the salsa verde, with the green chili, give that kind of that weird color. Yeah,
I like salsa verde, man. I like that stuff, boy.
Yes.
Oh, you're making me hungry. Make me hungry now, Jesus.
I know. We always get hungry on the show because that's what we talk. We talk about food, no matter what we're talking about. We talk about food.
Yes. There's a burrito place down the street from me. I think it's called Burrito Guys or something.
That's a little simplistic of a name. They would have thought of something better than that, right?
They didn't put no effort into it, but
no effort whatsoever.
The burritos there they offer, the size of a big tortilla. It's pretty big, right?
Sure.
And they load it up with so much stuff that they have a hard time folding it up, and it's like a small baby when you get it.
Yeah.
It's like, holy smokes! This is I bought a large one once, and I ate it I was like Homer. It's still good.
Yeah, still good. Well, I know a lot of places there's not really a tortilla shell that's big enough, so they combine two of the big ones. They use a little bit of water to sort of paste them together, and then they fold it with that. It's like two. Some of them use three. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're telling you that the burrito's like this big, and it's round. I'm sure it's close to 7 pounds or something.
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's the size of a baby. It's a baby.
You want to, exactly. It's like a baby. You want a good, nice, large burrito. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure you do. But that's insane.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I buy a regular one now, and I got a regular. I think they got a medium and a large.
Yeah. What's the large? My God, I want to see the large.
The large one is huge. I got the large one at first because I wasn't sure because me, I'm a pig and I like to eat. So when I go into a burrito place, they ask me, "Do you want a regular, medium, or large?" What do you think my answer is?
Large. Yeah.
But they don't tell you that. Oh, sir, it's 7 pounds of burrito. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh, I see. So that's what you started off with, the large. I
Yeah.
was saying, like, I thought maybe you had the regular ones. Like, I would
Oh,
want to
now I take the regular ones, and even the regular ones, I don't really finish them.
Yeah, speaking of which, burritos are just a really helpful food. At least they were when I was younger. Back in the day, way long ago, 1,000 years ago, when Taco Bell had their under $1 menu, where it was like 59 cents for a taco, I think 69 cents for a soft taco, 89 cents for a bean burrito. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
And it was like a bean burrito. I mean, for 89 cents, if you had $3 in your pocket, you got 3 bean burritos. You couldn't get to the third one. You barely made it through the second one. So if you were really, really broke and struggling, Taco Bell bean burritos really, really helped you out.
Yeah,
And,
back in the day of like
back in the day,
when
yeah.
you got a deal.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
have deals anymore like that.
No, there isn't any deals anymore. But yeah. Yeah.
Nan said, I went looking for a movie that sounded like the one that I was looking for, and the one that came closest was this movie, but it doesn't have a sequel to it, Cry of the Banshee. And she's saying there's a sequel to the one that she's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cry
I
of
really
the
don't know.
Banshee.
Yeah. I don't know, Nan.
Are you a fan of Tex-Mex food, Captain?
Oh, are you kidding me? Get out of town. Yes. Oh, love Tex-Mex.
I think I already knew the answer, but so am
Yes.
I. I'll eat all of that stuff. I don't even care what it is. Just put it
Oh
in front of
man.
me. Just put it
Well,
in
I
front
was
of me.
like, it's kind of like the formula is for like any kind of like Tex-Mex place where it's all the same ingredients, just in different, patterns. Like, I'll give me number 3, but then I'll give me number 7 next time, and it's the same thing but just organized differently. Yeah, so that shit's pretty good, man. Yeah, I like Tex-Mex. Also, like a good like Spanish cuisine's good. Have you ever had like a good like Spanish place? Like a lot of Tex-Mex places include a lot of Spanish dishes.
Mhm.
Because there's a difference, because obviously that ocean makes it quite different as far as the ingredients go. So there's
sure.
Spain and then there's Mexico. So it's like,
Two different places.
good. That's just good, man.
Yeah, I like all that stuff. This is good, man.
Yeah.
Salsa Verde is amazing. Yes, it's very good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And I know like Tex-Mex, of course, is like the American, like,
American version of Mexican food.
yeah, I don't want to say mutation, but that's kind of what it is. It was just like an alteration. But I mean, like actual, like true Mexican cuisine isn't all that different, and it's still delicious. So it's like, I'm going to eat it.
I have not been to Mexico yet, but I will in the future one day, and I will. I can't wait to have like a real nice taco down there.
Man,
I'm going to hit up my buddy Professor. Going to take me around, man. We're going to go to the Titty Twister. We're going to have a good time.
yeah, it'd be awesome. You guys are going to have a great time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I make a mean hatch green chili tomato sauce during hatch season. Green chili tomato sauce. Ooh. I like green, I like chili, and I like tomato. I like all those words together. You don't even have to make sense. Just blah, 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 blah.
There's nothing about that sentence I didn't like.
That's right. How do you say that? Tamatilio?
Yeah, Tamatilio, I think.
Tamatilio?
Tamatilio.
A lot of L's in there. Tamatilio.
Yeah, Tamatilio or
Tamatilio.
Oh, who knows? It's all right. It's all right. We mean well. We mean well here.
You know what? I think YouTube messed up because there was like 9 people watching, and then it went down to 1, and then it went back up to 7.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. How could that happen? How could 8 people check out all at once?
And then 6 of them come back.
Yeah, and 6 come back all at once.
What's going on, Hunter Armstrong?
Hey, Hunter. Sup?
See everybody on the Shoot the Shit Sunday. Shoot the Beat Sunday.
Yeah. Oops. Well, I think we can get away with cussing now. I think it's well, like in the title of the video and like with the first 5 minutes of the video is like a cussing. Is like YouTube sort of like doesn't like that very much.
Oh, really?
I've heard that. Heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like jalapeno?
Jalapeno.
I love a jalapeno.
I do. Yeah, I like
I'm
jalapenos.
also eating at Larry's place. Yes, Larry, I'll be there soon.
Yep.
Get it on the barbie.
Yep. Shouldn't have said anything, Larry.
Yeah, I see 7 now too, but it went down to 1, and then it went back up to 7.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
It's funny. It's just
Well, that's like, anything internet's weird. Like you just earlier when you sent me the link to the StreamYard thing, you said you
Mhm.
couldn't.
I
So
don't
you
know what's
texted
going
it
on, man. Like I send you the link on Messenger all the time, and
all the time.
for some reason today, I tried to send it like 5 times, couldn't send, and then when I click on it to see, like usually sometimes when a message can't send, you click on it again and it'll tell you like whatever, give you a little bit of an explanation or a retry or something.
Mm-hmm.
And when I click on it, it just says it said something like you cannot comment on this conversation or something like that, something stupid.
What?
Yeah.
Well, hey, I didn't do anything. I
Oh,
didn't block you or anything. So,
oh,
like, I didn't do
do it
anything
again.
about that.
I'll click on it now. It says you can't reply you can't reply to this conversation. It tells me.
What? Why?
I don't know. Well, it says learn more, but I didn't hit it.
I didn't do anything. I swear, Rob, I did not do anything. I did not do anything.
You were checking if we were going to say jalapeno. I'm from Montreal,
Jalapeno.
Quebec. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, man. One of the best food places in the world, buddy. And the French people say jalapeno,
Jalapeno.
and that's why I know it's jalapeno. And plus, I have
They,
a lot of Spanish friends.
yeah, they pronounce every letter in that word.
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
And you can tell them it's not. It's not pronounced jalapeno. It's jalapeno. And they'll be like, "Okay, thank you. Give me some more jalapeno, please."
Yeah, they don't care. You can say it all you want. They don't care.
I just did it in a Spanish accent. I meant to say a French accent, but yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, that was weird. Why'd you do that? That's weird. Oh, I'm from everywhere.
So donne-moi the jalapeno tabarnak.
Wow, that was offensive. That was
Well,
offensive to
hatch
all this.
season is during the summer. I'm allowed to do that. I'm born and raised there. I can do it. I don't know.
All the Spanish French people out there.
Sorry, all you Spanish French people. Well, hatch season is during the summer, so now you'll all be disappointed. Well, I mean, it's summer starting, right?
Yeah. They'll wait. They'll wait. They're patient. I should say.
Yeah, Larry was saying this last time too. Larry can't comment on shorts. I comment on shorts all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, as I was saying, I forgot. Well, I forgot to. I sort of trailed off there, but when you said like, "Oh, I can't send you the link," and I was like, "Okay," so you texted to me, which, by the way, like I said, probably cost you $50. But
$5 is different than like.
I was like, so I copied that from the text, and like I went to our conversation on Messenger, and then I just pasted it and sent it, and I was like, well, I did it just fine because I needed to have it for here on my laptop so I can access it because I can't access my text via my laptop. But
yeah, and then I got the link from you, and I copied your link, and then tried to resend it back to you, and it said I couldn't send the link.
It's weird. It's weird. Did you do anything? Like, did you change any settings or?
No, man, I restarted my phone and everything because since I did a last update, which was a while ago, my phone's been a little blah. So
Yeah, of course.
I have to restart it every now and then, and no, it's still doing it right now.
Huh.
They're still doing. I sent it. Just so you know, I sent it to you on Instagram to see if it worked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, Messenger worked just fine. So Instagram is an option if we ever need to use it. Oh God.
Update your Messenger app. Device has enough storage. Make sure you haven't blocked the person. No, I haven't blocked Captain because I was just talking to him.
Yeah, if you blocked me, that wasn't very good because we were still talking.
Yes, okay. I usually don't block people in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, it's just that didn't work if he did.
No, I would wait till the end of the conversation.
Oh, we're frenemies.
Yeah, and then say, well, if I don't want to talk to this person, then I would block them. I just wouldn't be.
Yeah,
I wouldn't ask you a question and say, hey, I'm going to send you the link and then block you.
Screw the internet. Never works.
I'm going to do something. I don't know. I'll take a look into it later. Maybe I'll just uninstall the app and then reinstall it or something, and that'll work or whatever.
Yeah, that probably could do. Usually, for some reason, that's what is like the cure-all. Like, oh, okay, so imagine having that. Okay, any other thing, if it doesn't work, if it just like stops working, and like you just like take it out of your house for a minute, then put it back in your house, and then suddenly it works again. Like, isn't that weird? Like, why does that happen for computers? Like, you have to uninstall it, then put it back in, and it's fine.
Well, it's like basically like unplugging it. Let's say your washing machine breaks, but you unplug it, you wait 30 seconds, you plug it back in, and it starts working again.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. Like, however, I would not recommend it for life support. Don't do that.
No,
not going to work. Not going to work. No.
You call IT or something.
Yeah, call IT. And they'll say, hey, did you try turning it on?
Did you try restarting it?
Yes.
I have a
I knew
friend
that.
that actually I have a couple friends at IT, and we both have a friend because a professor does IT. Anyways, that's the first thing they always ask. I have friends that work like in an office government building where there's a lot of offices, and the people who have trouble with their computers, they call the IT
Mhm.
and say, "Oh, my computer's not working." Blah, blah, blah. And my buddy always says, "Have you tried restarting it yet?" The first thing he says,
Yeah.
and they say
Well,
no.
because the thing is that for some reason that's usually 80% of the time is what's going to fix it. And
That's what he says. You got to do your own little. He goes, you got to do your own little stuff first. Like if it's
yeah,
acting funky, restart it first, then call me.
yeah, that's my go-to. Like if my phone's acting weird, I'll restart it, and usually it's like it's fine, or
Yeah,
I'll uninstall an app and reinstall it. It's fine.
yeah.
I don't
That's
know
like
why that happens, but that's what it is.
well for me, it's usually an update because I have an Android phone and they send you an update every now and then to help out the software. But sometimes they make something else a little glitchy, and it doesn't hinder the phone. But it's usually when I'm doing stuff like trying to send links or like link something on the internet and it won't catch on or something. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
it's something like that. So I'll restart it, and then it'll start working better for a while, and then the glitch will come slowly creep back, and I'll restart it again, and until they send me another update, and then it'll be fine for a bit. You know.
Yeah, we're at the mercy of these updates. That's the sad truth of that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I have not. Let me try that. That's what Larry gets. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they say. Yeah, well, yeah. Restart your
sure.
computer first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, is your printer on?
Mm.
You think I would call you if it wasn't? Oh, yeah, it's not on. Thank you. Got it.
Is there power to the part the supply? Oh, the supply. Oh, the plug is controlled by the light switch on the wall. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Oops.
Do a little bit of investigating first. Just a little bit of investigating.
I mean, it's the simplest things, and like, everybody makes those mistakes too. It's like you can do the stupidest shit. Like everybody does that,
Oh
man.
yeah, of course. But
Uh,
like some people just like as soon as the problem happens, they're like, oh, I gotta call someone help right now. Like
uh,
take a second
yeah,
and take a look at it. Try
yeah,
to figure something out for yourself first.
yeah. Yeah, always give it a go first. Do your own
And
investigating.
then you got those people who are high strung working in an office and they're like, they're banging on the keys and then they want to throw the laptop out the window.
Yeah. And you know what I say to those people? Calm down. Have some dip.
Have some dip. Try
Yep.
the dip.
Try the dip.
Oh boy. So you got to be someplace at 7:00, right?
Yes.
So we're creeping up on that now. We got 15 minutes left, so I'm just letting you know the time frame.
Yeah. I really got a pee too.
So you want to keep going for a bit? You want to wrap her up? What you want to do?
Well, either way, if you want to keep going, I'm gonna have to take a couple minutes to go pee off the side of the
Well,
shippy.
it's up to you. That's what I'm saying. It's up to you. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I'll be right back. I really got a whiz. I
okay,
don't want
well,
to hold it too long. I've been in the habit of holding it too long, and I shouldn't
stop
do that.
talking and go pee, will you?
I already.
Yeah. Do not call tech support unless I'm having trouble and it's not working after I unplug and then unplug something. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You got to try a little bit for yourself. So sometimes it's faster to just restart it than to call somebody and be like, "What? This piece of crap's not working." Blah blah blah. And then also when they fix it for you, and it's something simple like restarting it, then you don't feel dumb. You're like, "Oh shit, I just should have just restarted it." Look at me, not restarting my computer or my phone. But I'll be honest with you. There's times when I restart the phone and it's still acting up, and I'm like, you can ask my wife. I'm going to snap this thing in half. I'll snap it and throw it. But that's just like venting. That's all it is. I'm not going to really snap my phone because then start panicking. You ever like leave work or leave to go to work and you forgot where your phone is, and it's not like in your usual pocket that you put it in, and you maybe for this morning you put it somewhere else, and you're like, oh shit, and then you panic you think your life is going to end because no one can reach you for the whole day, and everything else that's attached to it, like your banking and all that stuff. You're like, my phone, what am I going to do the rest of the day? I hate it. I don't feel, I'm exaggerating, of course, but I like the days when the phone was just mostly for the calling and a little bit of texting. Then if you didn't have it, you didn't have it. You're like, whatever, I'll call you, payphone and whatnot. But now it's like, you don't have your phone, you're going to have a panic attack. Yeah, well, I mean, but you have to put yourself in that mind. You have to say, okay, well, I'm leaving my phone here, and then you got to tell everybody, I'm not having my phone on me, so no one tries to call you, because then people are like, "You're not answering. What's happening? Have you been abducted?" You know what I mean? Like, it's not just you; it's also the people connected to you. How come you're not answering your phone? What the hell? I texted you 15 seconds ago. So yeah, but you got to prepare for that. But it is liberating once you get rid of the phone, and you don't have to worry about it. But I'm always worried, like paranoid. As soon as I don't have my phone with me, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, my kids are trying to get a hold of me. Someone's getting a hold of me. My house is on fire. My cat's trying to text me." And all kinds of things running through my mind. So yeah, but it was liberating back in the day, because I remember not having a phone, and I remember having a phone. I got my first cell phone. I think I was 16. I think 91, somewhere around there. And yeah, long time. Lady's too stubborn to ask for help. I'll drive myself completely insane and just try to figure it all out on my own. Well, you know something? Driving yourself insane is not the greatest thing, but doing it on yourself and figuring out your own is good, because then your brain think, you know.
Yeah, never drive yourself insane. I try to avoid that on a daily basis.
Yes, that's driving yourself insane. I'm not trying to put any positive light on that part, but doing it for yourself is usually good.
Look at how I realized I forgot to like stop my camera as I went to the. So
well, you did. You did stop it, and then it came back on, and it was
that's
like
weird.
Yeah, it came back on, and it was a frozen picture of you before you left, and then it just went. Yeah, and then it cleared up.
I don't like this at all, Rob. Like when I came back around to the side, I was like, well, wait, I guess I forgot to stop my camera.
No, the black and white picture came up and everything, and then it went away
when I left. So I was like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, and then it went away, and then it was a frozen picture of you, like before you left, when we were laughing about you taking a piss, and then it cleared up. So
like that?
Yeah, exactly, something like that. It was close.
I was like, well, at least people get to see what's on my tape shelf.
Too late. She's already insane. So
yeah. Hey, we're all mad here, right?
Well, don't give up, Lady. Maybe you can come back from the insanity.
If you want to
turn it around.
Well, there's no going back. Once you go so far, there's no going back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to try to forget them. You have to forget those things that that brought you there. And maybe you can pretend like when they all forget Freddy and they're on the no dream pill.
Yeah. Oh, you have to unlearn.
And then Freddy goes and wakes up Jason. He's like, "Come on, man! They're not scared."
Yeah. Come on, help me. Come on, help me.
And he played Jason like a fiddle.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He did.
See how that turned out for him. Yeah.
Kind of did.
Yeah. What do you think about that movie? Did you like that movie?
I did.
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay. It was entertaining.
I thought it was, it was like, okay, well, what else were you expecting, really? It's kind of like, what else were they supposed to do with that? Like, yeah, this is what we were asking for.
Yeah.
And they did their best. And I was like, yeah, I didn't mind it. It was what it was,
Yeah. I thought it was entertaining.
Did you ever hear about the alternate ending, how it was supposed to end?
No.
Well, it was supposed to be like a post-credit scene. So like it's like where both of the Freddy and Jason are like in hell, or like just some like pitch black room. Oh, like they're getting ready to like fight each other again, and then all of a sudden you hear this voice say, "Gentlemen, what seems to be the problem?"
Oh yes.
And then Pinhead comes into light. That was supposed to be like the ending, and then like they couldn't get the rights to Hell Priest, so
I did hear that.
Man, if that would have happened, dude, people would have jumped through the roof.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I like to see things like that. That'd been crazy.
Yeah, but that's okay,
You thought it was awesome. Yeah. Soundtrack was awesome too.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I mean, it was definitely early 2000s filmmaking at its best, I think, because it was really like shock and awe, just a lot of like hype and bada bing, bada bing. But it's called Freddy versus Jason. It's Freddy Krueger versus Jason Voorhees, the movie everyone's been asking for forever. Do you think it's going to be like cinematic gold? It's going to be just an action sex-filled romp. It's like that's what it is,
Yeah, exactly. There's some good kills in that movie. And
yes, yeah. I like it when the stoner's like, "Oh man, that goalie is really pissed."
There's also a funny part. There's also I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I laugh my ass off every time she flicks a cigarette out the window and hits Jason in the face.
hmm Yeah, that's a really silly part. Like that's funny. Yeah, that's great.
He's like,
Yeah, that's great. It's the little things, that really matter. You know what I
I
mean?
love that part, man.
Mhm.
That film reminded me of the '80s. Kills,
Yeah.
nudity, campy. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
what I think. I mean, it's like that's what I think they really made a very, very wholehearted attempt to go for that. Like, and I think they did it okay. Like, I think they did it rather well, where it was a very like 80s horror
mhm.
campiness to the point where it does remind you of both the Nightmare on Elm Street films and the Friday the 13th films. It's like that's what it was supposed to do. I thought they did an okay job.
And
You know what I mean?
if I'm not mistaken, isn't his first kill in the movie like the teenagers that are one of them is just finished having sex or whatever?
I think you know what I don't know.
I think it's that he closes the bed up on the guy, folds him in half.
So wow. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I don't know if it's the first one. It might be the first one. It's been a while since I've seen the whole movie through the whole way
I don't
through.
remember who he killed first, but for some reason I think it's
Yeah.
it's the boyfriend. After he had him and the girl with the large breasticles. She goes into the shower and then he folds him up. He stabs him and he folds the bed up on him.
Yep. Easy storage.
Yeah. And she gets lucky because he takes off and he doesn't do nothing to her. She just finds him like that, folded up.
Isn't typical.
Yeah. They all run out of the house screaming, ah!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first kill. Larry, let me know if I'm right or wrong there.
Oh, he will. I have faith that he will. Yeah.
Breasticles sounds like a refreshing summer East treat.
New from Nabisco, breasticles.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
I think I watched it about maybe last month.
Well, the thing is about that, it's like I always say, it's like it could have been worse. Like I kind of thought it was going to be worse than it was, and I was kind of pleasantly surprised when I first saw it. I didn't think it was terrible. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also the girl from Ginger Snaps. Is it her? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and then that's right. And then the blonde girl, her like boyfriend, who's like in like the hospital with his buddy, they escape and come to find her, right, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's like it's been forever since I've like seen the whole movie. It was on TV last spooky season. I watched like bits and pieces of it, but it's like, man, I can't really got to sit there and watch this movie again because I did watch it a couple times all the way through, but that was back in like when it first came out, and
right.
I was basically living inside of a bong, so it's not like I really know what was happening, So
yeah, like I said, it was. I went looking for some Friday 13th just to stream while I was going to bed or whatever, and it's one of the only ones on Prime that wasn't like didn't have to pay for or something. So I watched it like last month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's technically the first kill because Jason kills someone, but it's not real when Freddy goes to awaken Jason. It's a dream.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
The actual first kill you see is in a dream. That's right.
Yeah, interesting.
Coolio.
Yeah.
How's that Keystone going down? That big ass glass of Keystone?
So great. I got to tell you, dude, anyone out there watching, don't ever drink Trail Marker IPA. Don't. There's bad spirits in it, bro. Bad spirits, man. It'll just make you it'll just make you like really, really depressed and mad. I don't know what happened. That's terrible shit. and despite the fact that I didn't drink many of them, I only had like 1, 2, and that was it. The next day, I still felt like shit and still had heartburn. I'm like, what was the point of that? I was like, I'm not doing that again. I was so mad at myself. I hated that so much.
I hate it. I stay away from. Well, that's okay. Well, I stay away from IPA, man. Ugh.
Not for me. Yeah, not for me. Keystone Lights, man. That's what I'm doing from now on. I don't care.
Keystone the way to go.
Yep. It's a nice. It's a shitty beer, but it's it's not that shitty. It's like okay, it doesn't have much taste, but that's all right. It's clean. It's clean. It's a clean burn. It's like I never really get that hungover from them. And I certainly don't get in bad moods from them. And they're good spirits.
If it's refreshing and they go down, well.
Very, very refreshing. I do enjoy them. Yes, sir.
that trail marker was that bad.
I mean, it tasted okay, but it was like the
Trail
effects. The effects is what was bad. Like I just think there were bad spirits in them, man.
What was
Look,
trail? It was called trail marker.
yeah, trail marker. Look, there's a reason. You can call me silly all you want, but there's a reason they call liquor and alcohol spirits because there's spirits in them. That's why people become assholes when they get drunk if they choose to be because they're letting those spirits overtake them.
Yes. No, it makes
So
sense.
it's like so you need to really be careful on how much you drink, what you drink, and how you drink, and what kind of mood you want to stay in as you drink. So
Mhm.
it's like hmm
I once had someone suggest Old Rasputin over Guinness, and while it was high alcohol, it was horrible.
yeah,
Old
yeah,
Rasputin, huh?
yeah. That just sounds bad. Never
Yeah.
trust Rasputin.
No.
Just watch this. Read some history.
Yeah.
Don't trust Rasputin.
No, just watch the latest Kings movie there, the Kingsman. Rasputin and
Sure.
that. I wish I liked alcohol more. I need to get litty.
Can you get litty? Try some twisted teas.
Twisted teas, yes, twisted
Yeah.
teas. If you
They're
enjoy
not
iced
bad.
tea,
Yeah, they're not bad.
In the summertime, I go to the liquor commission and I pick up some pre-made cocktails such as margaritas. And what else? They have like a 6-pack. You can get like margaritas, and you can get like
Ooh.
what's the other? Tequila sunrises, and
Oh, sure, yeah.
and then there's another one. There's a third cocktail. I can't remember the name of it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I like
So
to
what's it
dabble.
called? Liquor Commission? You have a separate store for liquor and beer
Yeah,
up there?
the liquor store, the LCBO.
That's how it is in the States. It's like it depends on what state, and usually it's what county or township. But in like Pennsylvania, they don't have liquor stores. It's like they have like packaging houses is what they're called, but where you can get like beer in bulk, but you can't get beer and wine and liquor in the same place. And then they have like a wine and spirits store where you can get liquor, but it's like only open like so many days, so many hours. It's weird. And it's only like depends on what township, like around like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, that's how it is. But like, anywhere else, it's sort of like just normal. There's just liquor stores, but some of them are like, we don't sell liquor, we just sell beer and wine. And like you get liquor, you go to the spirit store up the road, and it's only open, for 3 minutes on a Tuesday. It's really weird. Pennsylvania's weird.
Well, in Canada, Quebec and Canada is obviously different, two different things, like always.
Mm-hmm.
In Quebec, you can buy beer and wine at any corner store, anywhere. The thing that they have in common between Quebec and Canada is hard stuff liquor can only be bought in the liquor commission. At the liquor store. That's the only place you're getting hard stuff. Beer and wine and everything else, you can buy that anywhere together and any other store in Quebec. In the rest of Canada, well, I mean, I don't know so much about out west, but in Ontario and that they have the beer store where you buy beer. It was the only place you can buy beer, and then they had the liquor commission where you go buy cocktails and hard stuff and wine and champagne and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but now because the people are getting, because they see what Quebec is doing, and they're like, why do we have to only go to this beer store? So now they're selling beer and wine in grocery stores and corner stores and stuff like that. But that's only a new thing.
Well, yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's nice to know that things are the same up there as they are in the States. Because like I always thought the States, that's kind of weird. It's like in like Maryland, like you can sell. There are liquor stores that can sell beer and liquor and wine and everything. Doesn't matter. But like you can't sell it in gas stations or grocery stores in certain counties. But if you go like the next county up, Frederick County, you can sell beer in grocery stores, but you can't sell liquor. And there's like certain gas stations you can't sell beer at all, but there are like one gas station in the city of Frederick that you can buy beer from, and it doesn't make any sense. But everywhere else, no. It's just really stupid. Like what is happening here?
Weird,
what is going on?
Liquor commission sounds like liquor commission.
Yeah.
The LC, they call it the LC. It's the LCBO, and in Ontario, in Quebec, it's the SAQ. They call it the SAC. It's something alcohol. It's something the Alcohol de Quebec or whatever. All that shit.
Sissy Alcohol Commission.
Yeah, that's it. A
I know, like
Wawa.
I used to live. I lived in Pittsburgh for a very short stint, and they had these places where like the only way you could buy beer is in bulk, like cases or more, and you couldn't get out of your vehicle. Listen, couldn't get out of your vehicle. Had to drive through like this little warehouse, and they would like you pay for it, and they put it in your trunk. Isn't that the weirdest thing you've ever heard of?
Yes.
That's a packing house, and it's like you couldn't get out of your car. They would give. It's just so I don't know what's going on there. This is 2001. So I'm sure it's different now, but back then I was like, I have no idea what's happening. Like, well, what do you mean? I mean,
Weird.
what's happening here?
Yeah, I remember back in the day, like because the beer store here in Ontario, they had, especially on a Sunday, they closed like at 5 o'clock or something. So if you wanted to have beer, like you had to remember what's the closing hours in Montreal. They sell beer. You can get beer up to they can get it past midnight if you know people.
Mm-hmm. I know, and also in Maryland, there's like certain counties where they're dry on Sundays. So it's like, no, you want anything on Sunday, forget it. You got to stock up the night before, and nobody tells you this.
No, you figure
So
it out.
you find out the hard way.
Yeah.
Yep.
And and also that I don't know why, but the alcohol here in Ontario is way more expensive than it is in Quebec. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
that's weird. I don't know. I mean, alcohol, of course, is a vice, and governments love vices because they can put extra taxes on them. Because they're trying to help you, Rob. They're trying to help you.
I don't know what it's weird too because in Quebec they pay two taxes on when you buy something. You pay two different service taxes on when you're buying something. In Ontario, you're only paying one, okay, and it's still more expensive in Ontario. Like a case of 12 of let's say of Heineken. No, let's say 24. A case of 24 of Heineken in Montreal, you can get it for like 30 something dollars. Here it's like close to 50.
It doesn't make any sense, man.
I don't
These
understand
taxes on stuff. Yeah, these taxes on stuff. I just don't get it. It's like I know in the States here, it's like, oh, we put outrageous taxes on cigarettes because on one hand they'll tell you, oh, it's because we want you to try. We want to encourage you to quit. Okay, but then they're like, we use the tax sales for education. It goes towards education. So I'm like, okay, so if I were to quit smoking, which you want me to do, obviously, then kids are going to suffer because there's no educational budget. So what are you telling me? How about you just tell me, come out right and tell me you're full of shit. You've always been full of shit. Bring cigarettes back down to $2 a pack because they're just garbage anyway. Like, don't try to dictate what I do. Like, stop doing that. And certainly do not tell me, oh, I'm helping kids by doing this because you're full of shit. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's the kind of shit that drives you insane, dude.
Yeah, they do not care about your health. That's for sure.
Yeah. Give a fook about it. Yeah, they do not give a fook.
They want you to smoke, man.
They want you to smoke. They want you because they want those dollars.
You know what they can do to encourage you to stop smoking? Cut down on the 300 chemicals they put in it.
That would be great. That would be great.
Help. That could help a bit. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, Rob! I gotta get going, buddy.
Yeah, I know, man. It's not your time here.
Yeah, it's all right. I gave myself a little comfortable window. As long as we're done around 7, it's okay.
Sounds good. Well, it was cool hanging out.
Good hanging out, man.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah, and everybody stay tuned this Friday night on Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, our 16th episode, our Sweet 16 episode, coming up this Friday. So please tune in.
Yes, we're going to try to think of something to do for the Sweet 16 party. I don't know if Captain's going to put on a party hat or put his beard in pigtails or something. I don't know.
Well, it's not long enough for a pigtail, I don't think.
No, eh?
No, not workable at least.
Well, we'll come up with something.
I don't know, maybe I can do my mustache and a curly Q like Captain Hook, maybe. Maybe I don't know. We'll think of something, but
have fun with wherever you're going, Cap.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just like a little function. That's all I can really describe it as. Nothing really, just a get together.
Always fun hanging with you, Larry, and Lady, and everybody else who joined in.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, and thank you, Lady and Nan. Hopefully, we find out what movie you're talking about.
Ben and Michael Myers and Hunter Armstrong and anybody else who I might be forgetting. Thanks for hanging out.
think that was it. Was there any more that checked in with us?
One stream, guys.
Who else was here?
Tony was here, Big Tony.
Yeah, Big Tone.
Let's see if I can get back here far enough to see if. I think that
Tony
was,
Boner.
I think that was it. Tony Bona. You know what's funny though is like I went to high school with a guy named Tony Bona.
That is really funny, actually.
Yes.
It's Tony Boner or Tony Bona.
Bona, B-O-N-A.
Oh, I'm sure he went by Boner. He should have went by Boner.
Have a good night, lady. I also met a guy named Aaron Alcock.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's like there's a famous horror actor or just an actor called Dick Warlock. You heard? I'm serious. Dick Warlock, dude.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, that's the most ridiculous name I've ever heard in my life. Dick Warlock. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's pretty. That's
Dick
out there.
Warlock.
The principal at the school I work at, his name is Will Cockburn.
Oh boy. Huh. Well, the high school music teacher was called Harry Wacker, Mr. Wacker, Harry Wacker.
Harry Wacker.
God rest his soul. God rest his
All right,
soul.
let's wrap it up and let the Cap go to his function there, and have a couple more keystones.
Yeah.
He was Michael Myers in Halloween 2. Tony
Well,
Bona?
Dick Warlock was.
Dick Warlock. There you go. Dick Warlock.
Oh man.
I thought he was talking about Tony Bona. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that about Tony.
Yeah, that's what happened to him. That's what became of Tony Boner. For heaven's sakes, Rob.
All right, Cap.
All right, man. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to get off here,
Yeah,
and I'm not going to be backstage after the intro. I'm just letting you know.
That sounds good. I'm gonna press. I'm gonna hit the outro, and then that'll be it. We'll talk in the not backstage, but throughout the week. And
yeah, we'll talk this week. Yeah, we'll figure out something to do for the 16th episode. 16th episode.
Yes, and we'll talk to everybody. See everybody Friday.
We'll see you guys. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Warlock was also in Commando.
Oh yeah, Dick Warlock.
Yes, good. Now.
Goodbye from Robin the Captain. Goodbye from Robin the Captain. This has been Friday Night Tape Talk with Robin the Captain. Right here on Rob's Vintage Video. Only on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. And take care out there. Keep your heads clean. And be kind, rewind. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. See you next Friday. Friday.
Your video and audio heads will now be cleaned.
What?
Your video and audio heads are now clean. Press stop and eject tape now. Eject tape now.
Eject tape now. Eject tape now.
No.